With the release of Arcane Season 2 and the new League of Legends season kicking off, I've decided to kickstart a series diving into the dark and fascinating lore of League's champions. First up, we're starting with the deadly and manipulative Elise, the Spider Queen. Let's dive into her twisted tale. Centuries ago, Elise was born into the ancient and powerful House Kythera of Noxus. From a young age, she knew the power of beauty, how it could bend the will of others and open doors to the highest echelons of society. As she came of age, her allure caught the eye of Behold, heir to House Zarvan. The nobles of Noxus whispered in the shadows, debating whether this union would strengthen the Kythera house or threaten the delicate balance of power. But Elise, with her sharp mind and irresistible charm, wove her influence over Behold and the court. She used her beauty like a weapon, her words laced with just enough sweetness to beguile her intended, and anyone who stood in her way. However, Elise's marriage to Behold was not without its challenges. Over time, his resentment toward her grew, for she had taken the reins of power in their union. One fateful evening during a lavish dinner, Behold, in a moment of cold betrayal, poisoned her wine. His smug expression made it clear that he expected Elise to succumb to his treachery. But Elise was no weak victim. With the poison slowly coursing through her veins, she feigned vulnerability, her trembling hand clutching her throat, her face pale and stricken with shock. Just as Behold believed his plan had succeeded, Elise's resolve hardened. She grabbed a knife from the table, plunging it into his chest, ending his life in a moment of calculated violence. With Behold dead, Elise's path to greater power seemed clear, but she was far from done. In the midst of her pain and weakness, a mysterious figure approached. A pale woman, a mistress of the Black Rose, a secret society that controlled Noxus from the shadows. Elise, now in a vulnerable state, lay in a bed as the pale woman offered her a dark path to power. With a sinister smile, the pale woman offered Elise an opportunity to join their ranks, an alliance with those who wielded the dark arts. Elise, always hungry for more, accepted the offer without hesitation, knowing it was the key to securing her place among the most powerful figures in Noxus. To gain favour with the Black Rose, Elise was sent on a perilous journey to the cursed Shadow Isles, where dark secrets awaited. Her ship approached the ashen shores of Helia, a place no sane soul would dare tread. The crew, frightened and reluctant, followed her orders. But it was Elise who led them forward, determined to uncover the lost artifacts that the Black Rose coveted. The island loomed with an aura of despair and death, and every step on the decayed shores seemed to drag them deeper into a nightmare, and as they ventured further, the wraiths of the dead haunted them, their twisted forms flickering in the fog. But it was in these cursed ruins that Elise would find something far more powerful than any artifact. Deep within the Shadow Isles, Elise discovered a terrifying creature, Vilemore, the spider god of ancient legend. This massive, chitinous monstrosity lurked in the dark depths, its crimson eyes glowing with hunger. Elise, her body racked with agony, was bitten by the god spider, and in that moment her transformation began. Her human body twisted and contorted, arachnid legs sprouting from her back. The pain was excruciating, but Elise endured it. This transformation, though agonizing, marked her rebirth. She was no longer the woman she had once been. She was something far darker, something that would reign over life and death as a terrifying new force in Noxus. After her transformation, Elise returned to Noxus, though not as the woman she once was. She now moved in the shadows, her every step cloaked in mystery and dread. Her ship, ghostly and silent, docked under the cover of night. The city of Noxus, unaware of her new form, would soon learn that the woman they knew was long gone. She was now the Spider Queen, a creature of the shadows who commanded a terrible new power. The once proud halls of House Zarvan became her new home, but they were no longer a place of opulence and grandeur. They had become a haunted, decaying palace, a reflection of Elise's transformation. and it was here that she would begin her reign, striking fear into all who dared approach her. Now fully embraced by her monstrous form, Elise rules from the heart of her darkened palace. The grand halls of House Zarvan, once a symbol of wealth and power, have become a gothic, web-covered labyrinth. She sits upon a throne made of silk-like webs, her eyes glowing with an unsettling crimson light. Her beauty, timeless and deadly, contrasts with the monstrous spider legs that now extend from her back. She is both alluring and terrifying, her gaze the perfect blend of seduction and menace. Elise has become the Spider Queen, a creature of legend and nightmare. No longer bound by the constraints of her former self, she walks between worlds, ruling the shadows and claiming what is hers. And those who dare enter her domain are never seen again. Elise has become the Tory who trained her black magic on the spider, and those who dare enter her domain are never seen again. And that's the dark and twisted tale of Elise the Spider Queen. What did you think? Let me know in the comments which League of Legends champion story you want me to dive into next. Don't forget to like and follow for more lore.